Alright guys, so today we're actually going to be doing a little bit of a different type of video. We're going to be doing a driving video, but it's going to be slightly different. So, a friend of mine actually just got in touch with me and was like, I have some really good roads to show you, and I was like, I've never been on. He was telling me where they were, and I was like, I've never been on those before, so I figured it'd be a good way to kind of work it into a driving video, and we'll see how it goes. And if I can find, yes, good, it's here. GoPro mount, thank you. Alright. First startup of the day. Yeah, if you don't, it takes a little while for the AFRs to come in, but if you don't drive it for a little while, then it has to warm up. Like, everything has to warm up. The gearbox has to warm up. The clutch has to warm up. And it can be a little bit grumpy to drive when it's cold. But once it gets warmed up and gets going, it's good. But it's just something you got to get used to. And let's go ahead and get this mounted real quick. Alright guys, so we're back. And the GoPro is in a much more manageable place now. Much better. We're just going to go ahead and kind of get out of the driveway here. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, cool. But yeah, like I said, the only thing is, like, if you're leaving like early in the morning or something, even if you just haven't driven the car for like a day, the brakes especially can be a little bit grumpy as well, if they're not warm or anything like that. The whole car actually is it's kind of like one of those cars where you just have to give it a little bit of time, and you're like, okay, and then once you give it time and you let it warm up, it'll tell you when it's ready to go. It'll tell you when it's like, okay, you can actually, you know, you can push me now. And for all you guys that were saying I don't have a blow-off valve, listen. Again, it's subtle, but it's there. Trust me, it's there. If you open the hood and look, it's there. And actually, speaking of looking, or just looking at the car in general, let me pop it into 6th, so it's not, so it's not droning like a, you know, like a sub. But either way, ooh, 2015 Mustang, very nice. But no. The actually like getting to look at the car, and you know, maybe even taking some of you guys out in the car, if that's applicable. There's going to be an opportunity for that at Import Alliance Atlanta 2015. Now I will be there. My car will be there. I'll have the hood up and everything. You guys will be able to see what's going on with the car. You'll be able to look around the car, look under the hood and everything like that. So, and you'll also be able to talk to me. You'll also be able to, like, to meet me, talk about really whatever you guys want to talk about. Talk about videos. You can ask me questions. You can ask me pretty much whatever you guys want, and it'll sort of be kind of like a subscriber meetup, but in a really cool car-based setting. So, I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'll be meeting up with David Patterson, that dude in blue, when I'm down in Import Alliance. I'm going to try and get somewhere close to be able to have my car somewhere close to the Zen Motors guys as well, because those guys, they did, as far as I'm concerned, they did a great job on the build so far. And I mean, these guys, they definitely went over everything twice for sure. Next Monday will mark 1 week with this build, and I mean, I'm loving it, absolutely loving it so far. The power is tremendous. It is ridiculous. I'm still having to get used to how quickly the turbo spools up. I mean, it is like the gas pedal is like a button now. That it's almost like a button with 2 stages, right? It's like mild, power. If you guys get what I'm saying, right? It is a ridiculous difference from stock. I mean, you have a very little lag with this turbo as well. The GTX 2867R. You have this really minimal turbo lag, and when it comes in, when the boost comes in, you're like waiting, oh, it's here. It's not like one of those turbo setups where you're like waiting, waiting. Where's boost? Right? Oh, there it is. Nah, it's not like that. You might wait for about a second, couple seconds, and boom, it's there, and you're already, it's there. You're already making boost, and then when the dump opens, oh my God, when the dump opens, you are screaming. Absolutely, you're going, you're screaming. I mean, and if you're in first gear, you're spinning. If you're in first gear and that dump opens, generally you're spinning. If you're that far into boost. The other day, I was actually pulling on the highway in the rain in second gear, touched maybe 6 psi on the boost gauge. It was just reading about 6 psi, and right there at like 6 psi, my tires just absolutely let go. Just spinning like crazy, absolutely let go. Traction control was on, so I had this weird like hopping from the back end, but because the traction control is trying to grab it, you know, and grab it and pull it back in and everything, and it's really, if you're gonna drive this thing hard, you want the traction control almost completely off. You could drive it in sport mode on the street, fine. If you're doing some like spirited street driving, leave it in sport mode, you're good to go. But if you're like out on the track or on an autocross or something, you've got that traction control off, because trust me, when the power comes in and the traction control tries to interrupt it, it can actually be really abrupt, and it's almost sometimes safer to run with traction control off. It's kind of a counterintuitive argument, but when you think about it, it actually makes sense. Alright guys, so we're actually almost there, and once we get there, what I'll do is I'll reposition the GoPro, and I'll give you guys a better view. I have one more exit. Yeah, it's exit 25, get off at exit 24, so we got one more exit to go. Then once we get off there, again, I'll either position it somewhere in the car or somewhere outside of the car, and what I might do is, like, we'll be doing some driving on some different roads, so I may pull over, switch the camera, pull it over, pull over, switch the camera, position, and stuff like that. I need a second GoPro. I need a second GoPro really badly, but until I get that, then I'll keep going on with this whole juggling act, but I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. Alright guys, welcome back to the exterior cam view of my drive earlier today. Now, I decided to do this as exterior cam because I didn't really want to focus on talking to a camera while I was driving. I really wanted to focus on exploring the car and kind of getting to know the new build really in the mountains, because this was really my first time doing a kind of a full mountain drive with the new setup. And let me tell you that once you actually get used to this setup and you get used to how the power is delivered, my God, is it fun. It is so much fun. The car was running really, really well. Apart from a couple of really minor things, but I mean, for the most part, the car's running really, really well. I mean, the power delivery is really nice, and I mean, you just get used to like just stringing corners together. It is absolutely incredible. I mean, even with double the horsepower, it's still very manageable. But when you want that extra power, you just squeeze the throttle, and there it is. It just and when it hits, it goes. And it goes really, really nicely. I mean, I don't know if you guys were able to hear, just pretty much right there, actually the open dump, just kind of opening up, and I don't know, it's a cool sound. It's a really, really nice sound. Some people don't like it. I think it sounds really cool. I like the sound of it. It's like really loud and aggressive and crazy and ridiculous, but, and I can see why some people might not be a fan of it, but again, I personally really, really like it, and just being back in this car on the mountains was kind of almost like a treat in itself. There was a lot of smiles per gallon on this run for sure. It was really, really sweet, and you guys will most likely be seeing this kind of late-ish on Saturday night, because on Sunday I will actually be running the Tail of the Dragon, and I'm really excited about that. I'm going to film that as well, and maybe get that to you guys later during the week. We should have a really good number of 86s that'll actually be at that event, though. It's actually the second annual Southeast 86 Twins on the Dragon, and I didn't get to go to the first one because of things, but again, really excited to go to the second one, really excited to film it, and hopefully, like I said, I'll be able to get some good footage for you guys. So tomorrow, actually, because if you guys are seeing this on Saturday night, which again, I don't normally upload late at night, but this is, I guess, a little bit of an exception to that. On Sunday, you guys should be seeing some spin tires and maybe something else. And then on Monday, when we get back to our, I guess, our quote-unquote
regular programming during the week, we'll be getting Forza, Spin Tires, maybe some GTA thrown in there as well, and maybe some other games. We'll see. We'll see as it gets closer. Possibly some news coverage, and of course, more car vlogs. And I'm definitely going to get back into doing these very, very regularly since I've got the car back and since I've got kind of everything worked out and together. But yeah, I really think that we're going to go quite a few awesome places with this setup. It's a really fun setup, and it makes the car it makes the car actually so much more fun to drive. And the car was fun to drive to begin with, but this thing multiplies the fun factor so much. So again, really, really, really enjoying this car. Absolutely love it. It's a joy to drive. And if you guys enjoyed this video, my first driving impressions video, then don't forget to leave me a like. Smash that like button, actually. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe for more. Tell me in the comment section down below what you guys thought of it. And I will see you guys in the next one. Talk to you guys later.